Have you ever looked at your bank account and been like, where did all my money go? It happens to all of us all the time. And that is why today we are going to do a deep dive into why your budget isn't working and how to fix it. We are going to be talking about 5 of the biggest problems that people face when they're trying to budget their money and how to create a budget that actually works for you. I am Kobe, an accountant and personal finance coach. Welcome to my channel where we simplify personal finance for everyday Ghanaians. Problem number 1, overestimating income. Be realistic about how much money you are actually making. This is especially important if you are a freelancer or someone who has irregular income. It is really easy to budget based on your best month. You make so much money in a particular month, but then a couple of months later, it's too dry. The solution is to be really conservative about estimating your income. To do this, average your income over the last 6 months and then base your budget off the lowest earning month. This is like the worst case scenario. That's what you should be working with. It gives you a bit of a safety net. You are not overspending based on some overly optimistic idea of how much money you are going to make. Problem number 2, ignoring small expenses. Those really everyday small expenses are often some of the biggest budget busters. You don't even realize it, but they can really add up. It's funny how we kind of like obsess over the big purchases, like if you're going to buy a car or something big for your house, like a fridge or something. But then the small things every day keep slipping under the radar. That 10 Ghana cedis snack you grab or that 5 Ghana cedis you spend on data doesn't seem like a lot in the moment, but over time it really adds up. It's kind of like a death by 1,000 cuts for your bank account. So what do you do about these small expenses? The solution is to track every expense for 1 month using apps or simply writing it in a little notebook, just to jot down everything you spend on. And that way you'll be able to really see where your money is going. Be intentional about tracking because it is so easy to forget about those small purchases that you make throughout the day. At the end of the month, you are like, wait, where did all my money go? What happened? Problem number 3, no emergency fund. What happens if you are caught off guard by unexpected costs like medical bills or car repairs or some other family emergencies? Nobody likes to think about these bad things happening, but being financially prepared can make such a huge difference. The solution to the problem of no emergency fund is to build an emergency fund. Start small, save 20 to 50 Ghana cedis weekly, and you'd be surprised how quickly that adds up until you are able to save at least 500 to 1,000 cedis or more for emergencies. That feels a lot more doable than having to come up with this huge amount of money. It's not about finding 1,000 cedis or more all at once. It's about those small, consistent steps, slow and steady. The emergency fund may not completely solve your problems, but at least it provides some cushion. Problem number 4, lack of accountability. Most people don't check if they are sticking to their budget until the end of the month, and by then, it's too late. To overcome this, set aside 15 minutes at the end of every week to review your budget and adjust as necessary. This will keep you motivated and help you stay on track to achieving your financial goals. Problem number 5, over-restricting fund money. Speaking of those little indulgences, don't cut out all joy from your budget. This may seem counterintuitive, but when you think about it, it actually makes sense. Because if you are constantly depriving yourself, you are more likely to just totally blow your budget later on. The solution: set aside 5 to 10% of your income for leisure. This is your chilling money. Instead of viewing fun money as this frivolous thing, it's more like an investment in your well-being, because enjoying life is part of a healthy financial plan. So, if you are making 1,000 Ghana cedis, your chilling money will be 100 cedis that you can spend on things that bring you joy. It's not about punishing yourself, no. It's about creating a budget that you can stick to, that's sustainable and enjoyable. Let's go over what we talked about today. We talked about being conservative with those income estimates, especially if you have irregular income, and tracking those small expenses as they can easily get out of hand. We talked about building an emergency fund. We also talked about accountability, that is spending 15 minutes to review your budget at the end of each week. And we talked about budgeting for fun, setting aside 10% of your income for things that bring you joy. These 5 key areas really can change your whole perspective on budgeting. If you were to allocate 10% of your income for leisure, what unique or unexpected activity would bring you the most joy? What would make your budget not just manageable, but actually enjoyable? Let's get interactive in the comments section. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. I'll catch you next time. See ya.